We are living in unprecedented times. No matter what industry you come from, we must all review, rethink, and reinvent ourselves. Are you an entrepreneur that is trying to adapt your business to the new norm? Well, you are listening to the 2020 Entrepreneur, a podcast that will motivate you and have you think outside of the box. My name is Hugo Almeida, and with over 30 years of being an entrepreneur, I am here to share and inspire you with my experiences and help invent a new you. Yo, everybody out there, and welcome once again to T20E World. This is Hugo here coming to you live in our studios today in Flanders, New Jersey. Beautiful day out there, and today's topic is what to expect as a new entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is an awesome topic that I just love to talk about. I feel and believe and think that everyone should at least try it once in their life. You know what? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now remember, plenty of podcasts out there, myself included, that talk about what to do when starting a business, right? Or your homework, your mindset, all the research that goes in prior to launching a new business. But let's talk about what to expect as a brand new entrepreneur. Now, this is all when you have everything in place. You found your niche, launching your business, right? You've already reached out to banks. Obviously, funding is going to be important, you know? So what do we expect? I mean, we got to be ready to expect the unexpected. Listen, I know that sounds silly as heck, but it's the truth. Because when you get into that stage of launching a new business, right? You're wearing the entrepreneurship hat now. But guess what? There are freaking curveballs constantly getting thrown at you. And when you're not expecting something, you might just get blindsided. So listen, if you're going to step into this new area of entrepreneurship, expect the unexpected because it's going to happen. And just take it with a grain of salt because you know what? It's not worth getting so worked up when you get that curveball thrown at you. You got to take it, think it through first, calmly. So that's the best way we make good decisions. The other thing that I like to tell everybody is it's a 24/7 gig. That's just reality, and I want to talk to you about when to start, right? Getting into a business, starting entrepreneurship. Sometimes I like to say, listen, if you have a full-time job and you have a passion about doing something, do the best you can do during the day at your full-time gig and start working your little project on the side, as long as it does not interfere with what you do for the corporation that you're presently working for. But it's a great, great time to experiment because there's no such thing as failure, right? You have an idea, you have a passion, you want to follow it. Better time than ever is to start when you already have a gig going. You have an income. You're not gambling. You're not taking a high risk. Eventually, if you see something happening, if you see something that can turn into a really good opportunity and maybe even pay a salary, well, then you got to sit and really think it through now. Maybe it's the time to break away from that full-time job. But I like to encourage people that when they have a full-time job and they have a passion, that's the time to be thinking about it. That's the time to be experimenting. And that is a safe risk that you're taking. Maybe you're just getting married. Maybe you're just starting a family. I'm not telling you to drop everything, quit your job, and start a business that you have no idea how it's going to work. I say have a job, you have a passion, you start experimenting. Okay? Remember, 24/7, you're in your mindset, done your homework, found your niche. Now's the perfect time to start becoming an entrepreneur. Okay? Accountants, lawyers, and banks, they're going to become your best friends. So my advice, find a few good banks. Now, let me tell you about banking and what to expect with these guys. Okay? They're your best friends when you don't need them. And sometimes they're your worst enemies when you do need them. That's just reality, man. I'm just telling you as my own personal experiences over 30-something years now doing this, is that when you don't need the funding, that's when you should be looking to have funding. Set up your lines of credits, right? Build your credit. Because the day you need money, the day maybe that business and you're on your own now, an entrepreneur full-time, and all of a sudden something's just not going right, and you go to that bank and they say, hey, what's up, buddy? You know what? There's a chance there they ain't going to give you the funding. I'm just telling you right now, take advantage of good credit when you really don't need the money to build your business. That's the time you take it. You start to grow your credit. Apply for lines of credits. Just keep them there. I'm not saying use them. Keep them there because someday they're going to come in very handy. Trust me, okay? Accountants and lawyers. I'm telling you that if you're going to go into the world of entrepreneurship, there are two groups there that you got to find a good partner. Don't stick to just one accountant. Speak to several because there are accountants out there and there are true business accountants that understand the world of business and the world of numbers. When you find that person, that individual that can understand both worlds and truly you can connect with the individual, that is a great partnership. Having a great business accountant is phenomenal. It's key. It's important. It's going to help you succeed at what you're doing. As a matter of fact, many of my meetings are sit-downs with my accountant because you got to understand the financials. If you're planning ahead, you need to understand where you're going with the numbers. Lawyers. Scary word, right? Lawyers. When people say lawyers, they think dollars right away. Well, let me tell you this. You need to find a good lawyer. I'm not saying that you're going to go out there and spend thousands and thousands on dollars, but one thing you will learn, and you'll learn it quickly, is as the business starts growing, right? And you dove into this world of entrepreneurship, you're going to need somebody to cover your butt. You need to make sure that your business, that every time you're selling something, as simple as just having T's and C's, which is terms and conditions, that's something very basic, very simple. You know what? Good lawyer should be reviewing those docs. How about non-disclosure agreements? Something as simple that many companies out there don't even have in place. A good lawyer will help protect you. Too many times we hire people, they learn, and you invest in these individuals, and they learn, and you teach, and they learn more, and you teach more. And then guess what? There's no NDA in place, and they're gone. They're taking your accounts. They're taking your contacts. It's not right. I get it. Not everybody is as honest as we are, right? That's why you got to cover your butt. You need good lawyers. And also, you need a good lawyer. God forbid something ever happens, right? A lawsuit. Scary ass word. I'm telling you right now, lawsuit. No one wants to be involved with lawsuits. You got to keep your personal separate from the business. Okay? Little tidbits of advice here if you're working towards the world of entrepreneurship. These are things you need to expect. These are things you need to set in place. You got to get in that mindset, right? You already did your research. You found your niche. Now, what do we expect? Remember this. There's no such thing as failure. If you make a mistake, sometimes they're the best educators in life because hopefully as a good entrepreneur, we're not going to make that mistake twice. And when I say there's no such thing as failure, it's because we gave it a shot. We tried something we wanted to do. We're smart about it. Whether it worked out or whether it doesn't work out, we learned to either go forward, full throttle, or pull back. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to sink with the ship. Trust me, it's going to drain everything, not only your personal life, but it's going to affect you and your family life. And you don't want that. You want to separate everything. Run your business as it was an entity completely separate from your personal life. I know you're probably saying to yourself, what the hell is this guy talking about? Well, separate it. Keep your emotions out of business decisions. Keep your personal life out of business decisions. Keep your personal world separate from your corporate world. You're going to learn quickly. It's easy to blend both. Trust me on that one. Now, the most important thing I want to leave everybody with is, because you're all going to be successful out there, I know it. And remember, listen to these podcasts because I share a lot of knowledge in a compact few minutes. Because I know listening to 25, 35, 45 minutes of podcasts sometimes can be cumbersome, right? We don't have the patience. As entrepreneurs, our brain races quickly. Let's just get the point across and you'll get it. But I'm going to leave you with this last message because you're all going to make it. You're going to be successful. I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to remember that Hugo reminded you about this. Stay humble, stay grounded, and never forget where you come from. Do good, be good, help others. All right, my friends, thank you once again for listening to T20E World, and this is Hugo signing out.